Yes, Yeezy saved Adidas. I agree.
Definitely did.
I hate Adidas. I mean, I don't hate Adidas. I hate Yeezys. However, I will acknowledge, like, yo, that I ain't gonna say it saved Adidas, but it definitely helped them.
It probably saved.
I ain't gonna say saved. That's a little strong.
Top 5 most important people to sneaker culture, right?
Yeah.
Like outside the buying community, like say like people in general, right?
Yeah. Highlight punter.
I
agree.
Would say you got Jordan 1, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan Tinker. I got them attached, right? Michael Jordan and William our man Smith.
Oh, what's the Smith?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, both. I got them attached together, right?
Okay.
I would say I would have to put Kanye. I gotta put Kanye at number 2.
Okay.
Far as
I gotta think about that. I mean, I'm on the spot right now.
And most impactful people in sneaker, not from our side, like we may say the OSDs and the mayors and Jumpman bosses.
Because here's the thing,
but
though, because it's been relatively short though, so we'll see. Because Iverson had that same impact when he first got with Reebok.
But this is
long lasting.
Yeah, it's
like
longer.
Forever.
It's like 5 years.
Iverson's more beloved by more people.
No, I'm saying if we look at the first 5 years
what
of
Jordan
Iverson
is
Reebok,
to Nike, that's what Kanye is to Adidas.
And I agree with that. I'm just saying it was like what 5-6 years, so it's still relatively short. I'm saying if you look at the first 5-6 years of Iverson with Reebok, it was getting that Reebok was like what the number 2.
But was people like going crazy about those?
Yes.
I mean, they was buying them, but I didn't see the same hype between the Yeezys and the Jordans.
Nothing was really getting hyped like that.
I would say this though.
Hype was right now is it's a unique thing right now.
I would say the only thing that Kanye had over that Iverson first initial run, and I had
first initial run,
I had question loads, all the answer 5s, answer 3s, is that Kanye brings more demographic to one product.
True.
Iverson's was all us.
Yeah.
It was all who?
All us.
Our culture.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only thing that edges out. Like they're both impactful. I think Iverson's is probably one of the most influential people in basketball.
Not to mention you get
because I was gonna say because his style translated basketball and
so I would
the braids.
Like he changed the game. Like they had to change the rules because of this dude.
Yeah, and people you still see today with the braids, the tattoos, the cross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
that's true.
He's more influential, and that's why I know I have a extreme amount of love for AI. But
definitely do not.
I swear, like if
hey,
people
shout out to
bring
Ty. Like
up,
Ty would know.
still
Thank you,
do.
Ty. The inner city has always held Adidas down, but Adidas does a poor job with connecting with the audience. I 100% agree with that.
They do. They don't really give you much.
I 100% agree with that. Because
and then you got to think the Kardashians also help boost that Yeezys too, because that's bringing in another demographic, the ladies too.
But no, this is the thing too, and I'm glad Ty jumped in to say that because there's what we see, and then there's behind the scenes reality, right? So like we don't, a lot of people don't have access to the numbers and whatever. And I think sometimes too in Detroit or wherever you are, sometimes you get trapped in that bubble. So that's, you don't think outside of that. Because like we'll see stuff that move here and think, okay, that's happening across the country, like Vans, right?
Yeah.
Because Vans wasn't really moving here, but it was hot everywhere else.
Years before here.
But
you know what I'm saying? So
when I look at the grand scheme of it, like of course we don't know, but when we did a lot of traveling, you know what I'm saying? Even prior to, like, Adidas shoe, even working in retail, right? Prior to Yeezy going over there, I was working retail when he was still with Nike, is that Adidas was just selling the shell toes, and they'll sell the top 10s when we got them. It was kind of like the circle was small. You only went through them for maybe a couple things.
Yes.
Right.
He opened that box, and then he got more people to come and over. Like he didn't, like they wasn't struggling financially.
No,
he did.
But he brought them back
Adidas,
on the map.
so
because you got the Run DMC effect of the Adidas that stayed in, out for a while. Yeah, it lasted for a long time, and then it was like a little dormant.
I'm trying to think.
Then you got Kanye.
I'm trying to think because I know for a while, because once again, relatively speaking, Adidas. I don't know if they were. I think for a while they were out of the top 4 because I remember it was Nike, Jordan brand, which is still crazy to me that like a subsidiary can still outrank other full companies.
Right. Not to me when it's Jordan.
So you had Nike, Jordan brand, Skechers. I want to say Adidas was like number 4. So definitely Kanye catapulted them from 4 to 2. And I think there was a stretch in 2019 or 2020 where Adidas Actually, I outsold Nike. It was like during a quarter or something. But love the show. Great job. We got to get you in here, Ty.
Thank you. Thank you.
We got to get you in here.
Yeah, but like I said, it's going to be actually.
You on our list?
I actually, you know what I got for number 3?
What?
I got Jay-Z. And why I say
number
what?
Dots.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. No, he ain't lying. Those
Turn my mic off.
Let me explain.
Because that Gucci brand, that too.
Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you, my dude.
Okay, go ahead.
While I say that about Jay, first non-signature athlete to have a shoe.
Yeah.
We'll do all the signature non-athletes, right? Remember I said that back in the show when we was down the street, right? And then remember how kids are about Yeezys. Mm-hmm. We were like that in 03 or 04 about the S. Carters, the white and green, the black, green, and red,
the white and green,
black and pink,
nice.
all of those. Like we were. I mean, you may not have been.
No, I'm saying I acknowledge there was some hype. I'm just saying for me personally, I look at them the same way.
That's because your foot is big, so you wouldn't be able to wear them shoes properly.
Wow.
I'm just saying, like honestly.
But I would say because that opened the floodgates for everybody else from the Kanye. Because now you have a metric saying, okay, if we don't give a non-athlete a shoe, we can still do business. Run DMC was endorsing the shoe that was already there.
G-Unit. That's what was G-Unit. 50 Cent had
I opened the floodgates
his brand
for that, man.
But it didn't do anything. So when you say, okay, like, yeah, okay.
They didn't stay on it.
It didn't move the needle. Now, you could say he was the first to do it.
But Sean Carter brand,
I guess.
Didn't they
shoot all this so the women's one? Yeah, they let the Gucci Force. Yes,
people wearing them too. So you still adopting that same.
There's a reason why they discontinued that line as quickly as they did, bro. It wasn't moving like y'all think it was.
What you mean? That gave? I'm saying that metric is the S. Carter more impactful than the Yeezy? No,
right?
But him doing well on that,
and I think if Jay-Z would have stuck to that, he definitely could have made it.
Only reason I say that because I had an interesting conversation. This was about a year ago, maybe even longer.
And then fashion transition right after that too.
It that's why I say it didn't have like you talk to people from Reebok no.
What?
It wasn't
as popular.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and this goes back to my point of yes, you might see you and your friends buying them, and they might be sold at the mall.
Across the board, it wasn't selling.
From the big picture, they like this ain't doing.
Here's my thing, like. When you say like me and my friends,
I'm not saying you. I'm saying like
it sold extremely well. They made money off that. What they paid versus what they got back off of it was a crazy number.
You and the Reebok will have two different points of view.
Tell me who's there. Do you think the people that are there at Reebok was back there in 04?
A lot of them, yeah.
04 to see that S. Carter.
A lot of them.
Because here's my thing, a lot of times.
No, trust me. Like, I mean, once again, I will acknowledge that sometimes, depending on who you talk to, you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But trust me when I tell you, the people I'm talking to, like, well, okay, the people that I talk to about that, I trust them.
Because it's like to see, like,
because honestly, I was like you. While I didn't like this shoe, I'm like, yo, these were big, and it was like, nah, not as big as you think.
Nah, I don't
compared to who though?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, but see, when you
decide the demographic.
They saying it wasn't.
But see what you just did? You created it like so. In compared to what? Like it's not in compared to anything. It's just okay. Here's the expectations they had. What those expectations were, I don't know, but it didn't meet them.